Now, let's move on to one of my personal favorite segments, Bathroom Break Faction. Now, if this is your first time watching, Bathroom Break Faction is where we like to nominate folks who, if you're watching the 3-hour program and you see these guys or gals come on screen or their interest music hit, you think of other shit that you could possibly be doing while this person is on screen because you won't be missing much. Pop some popcorn, actually going to take a piss. This is a collective group of folks who we like to call the Bathroom Break Faction. So I'll name some of the current members or notable names. Lyra Valkyria, Julia, Jade Cargill, Nikki Bella, Me Chin, B Fab. And on the men's side, we got the War Raiders, Damian Priest, Alistair Black, and of course, my Hall of Famer, Dragon Lee. Before I get into this list, shouts out to Dragon Lee. I don't want to make this the Dragon Lee segment, but you can kind of see why he's a Hall of Famer. Listen, that's what you get, nigga.
Yo,
like, I'm sorry, like
that has to be the worst spear in history. That I think that got it. That got it. I seen that. I was like, what just happened to him?
I legit did not see that coming. Yeah, my boy got like
flushed,
split in half.
He got flushed.
But I mean, I hate to say that, like, shit, if that's your thing, that might get you out of the Bathroom Break Faction, my guy.
For sure.
But to the other members, I don't necessarily have anybody new. Where the fuck is Rusev? Where the fuck is Sheamus? Where I'm gonna nominate a match. CM Punk versus Finn Balor.
Oh.
That shit does not need to happen. Bro, we don't care. We don't care.
Wow.
We don't care. We don't care, bro. We don't care. I'm gonna be real with you. Granted, Drew McIntyre beat Cody, but I'm not looking at that shit on some like, damn, Finn Balor has a chance.
That should have been my crowd reaction. Finn Balor winning in Germany. Finn Balor winning in Germany. I'm not gonna make that bet, but
I'd like to see it. But do I believe Germany, it's possible?
In Ireland.
I'd like to see it, but do I believe it's possible? No.
Listen, I love Finn Balor getting a push and being able to compete for world title and being on screen during main event segments because I think he still has a lot to offer, and I'm praying for him to get another run. He's the first WWE champion of this iteration.
Universal
champion.
But he ain't the greatest.
And I'm not, obviously, but I'm actually not mad at the match, bro. And these are some indie darlings. I think because of CM Punk's success in WWE and AEW, we tend to forget that he kind of helped lay the path for these people who followed after his footsteps in terms of getting to the majors. So to see a Finn Balor who took the indies by storm in his own way and CM Punk be able to lock it up, these are matches that I'm like, damn, why does that look interesting to me? Because it should happen. These are matches that should happen.
If that's the case, give him a full month. Don't give him a throwaway match.
I'm with you on that.
That's why this match is in the Bathroom Break Faction, because I'm not gonna miss anything.
But you're gonna watch it.
If it's in the first hour.
No, it's the main event.
I won't watch it.
You're lying.
You're lying. I'm telling you I won't watch. If it's the last match, I won't watch.
Okay, so you're banking on the title not changing. How will you feel would your feelings change if they actually changed the title?
It depends on how he beats him. If it's tomfoolery, the tomfoolery has to make sense. That's why I don't see possible tomfoolery getting involved in this match, so I'm not gonna miss anything. The Vision is not gonna come and help Finn Balor. Like, if you're telling me that Finn Balor beat CM Punk straight up, yes, my feelings would change because it'd just be like, oh shit, he beat him cleanly.
Yeah.
If he hits him with a low blow or whatever the case may be, I'ma still be shocked because it's gonna be like, wait,
Yeah, he can't beat him clean.
that's what I'm saying. So what am I going to miss? I'm not gonna watch the match. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna watch it. That doesn't mean that CM Punk or Finn Balor are in the Bathroom Break faction. The match is.
Okay. I'll take that. I'm gonna go with the women's tag division, right?
Yeah, they might be a Hall of Famer at this
Yeah.
point.
We gotta remind y'all that they are in there.
Wait, the
because
women's tag division?
yeah, the women's tag division.
Rio and Kabuki Warriors.
I don't care
and...
about Monday Night Rio. I don't care about
Damn.
the cheap pops that they do. It's trash. Like, it's nothing more than the formula. Go out there, get the fans to cheer, talk about your gripe.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not. It's like I can predict where they're going with this segment. I can say
We
it
have
as
to-
they're saying it.
I say we, but WWE has to figure out a new way to present their faces because all their faces seem to get to this point where after 3 or 4 months they look stale.
They public speakers. Literally, they're professional public speakers. It looked like their faces go out there and present a public speaking assignment every week.
Jacob Fatu can't do that.
I think he's a little bit different, but
that's what I'm saying. If you can find him, you can find others.
because he's organic like that, and if you try to tell Jacob Fatu to do some War Raiders type shit, he probably gonna look at you like you crazy, like, and it's probably not in him to be able to do that. So you better off getting a natural. He's a different breed. A lot of these characters don't have it in them to be perceived as the real character in real life. I think Jacob Fatu is closely associated to who he presents on TV, and everybody on screen does not have that closeness to the character that they're presenting. So, the women's tag division, I'm going to say MFTs and the YS6. I just don't know whether or not
I think it's gonna pick up. I think it's gonna pick up,
and it's picking up a little bit. Like, Solo is my guy. I love Solo, bro, and I'm hoping that they realize what he is. What Rikishi think that the two twins should have been getting. Solo, I'm praying that he gets his moment. But in terms of this story with the YS6 and the MFTs, I don't really care for it. Like, they just dance partners at this point. They not really.
I think they're slow grinding that thing for the big payoff to be at Mania.
We could slow grind all we want, man. That ain't a girl I want to be dancing with. Now,
but it makes sense though. It's like, think of it like you watching 2000. What you said, 2001? I wouldn't say corporate ministry versus DX shit, but like, think of it like there's always two major factions warring with each other.
But they're not major factions. Is what made them a major faction. Nothing has made them major.
Well,
you know what this shit remind me of? Niggas like Midian.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. The Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about Undertaker. I'm thinking about Midian. I'm thinking
Undertaker
about
was
Gangrel.
Arguably, you could say Undertaker was kind of like a mid-carder during that time when he was forming the Ministry of Darkness.
Bro, Undertaker was Undertaker. You could say whatever it is that you want to say, but his storylines were still compelling. He was kidnapping Stephanie McMahon, put her on the cross. That was the
build-up.
He was, but nonetheless, it was still a deep storyline with the boss's daughter. You understand? Like, he wasn't off to the side in some fantasy land bullshit. Like,
if Nick Aldis becomes heel, I could see a scenario where Nick Aldis is awesome. Like, yo, let's just take this nigga Lantern, bro. And then Uncle Howdy just start turning up on the show until he gets shit back. I could see some shit like that.
I don't think these mystical. The problem is you have two of these dark side of the world factions, and you have one that's
MFT is dark side of the world,
with the face paint.
bro. They Samoan, nigga.
You could call it whatever you want. Like, there's not how many times you see niggas coming to the ring with fire
That's
and
war paint, man. That ain't no
but
mystical shit.
I didn't say mystical. I said dark side of the
Oh,
world.
dark side,
Yeah,
dark side of the world. That, bro,
Like,
come on, man. That's different.
just like House of Black, just like the Wyatt family. Like, once again, you have the MFTs are now being presented like that because of the face paint. And
House of Black is a good point.
And when it comes to those type of factions, I think it's very hard to do that as a face. Like, if the fans naturally gravitate to them because they like their presence, yeah, but their aim can't be one that's rooted in trying to be liked by the fans. It can't. And I think that's where we fail with this one, because you have to have a face and a heel, and the Wyatt Six doesn't work as faces. The Wyatt family had to turn from heels to faces. The fans liked them because it was like, yo, these niggas are natural and organic, and it really gives a vibe that they come from the woods. And this shit not gonna work with them. Like,
I think
just being
I
on
think
some
I
everyday
think
type shit.
what would help the presentation of the Wyatt Six is if they try to take over the company. I don't like the fact that they came in and just we had niggas slaughtered and all that shit to now to see where they at. They should have stayed in that lane where, like, they a threat to the company.
Yeah, they should have stayed exactly there. They did that one night. They had them pop up, and then
I like that niggas was shook. She's like, yeah, I'm beefing with this nigga, but yo, where the Wyatts at?
Yeah,
Like,
that would have been a perfect time to not make them faces. And I get it, Bray Wyatt, R.I.P. So you don't want the fans booing anything in his name, but we are wrestlers and we
you
come to
gotta
take
pull that trigger, man.
Yeah, you do. And Bo Dallas doesn't work as a face. Update on Jade Cargill. She is getting some comp. You know, they're probably gonna slow burn with Jordynne Grace and give her a credible win over Jordynne Grace. But I'm a Jordynne Grace fan, and I want to see her succeed. And I'm glad that she's having that stare down with Jade Cargill early. Hopefully, they move quickly with this being a feud, because there's nobody else that needs to be in the way before in the way for Jay Cargill, because I'm tired of seeing Michin and all these other people.
But you know Bianca coming back.
That's cool. Until then,
you gonna
as she's holding this title.
You want to sacrifice Jordynne Grace? I think you put Jordynne Grace after Bianca. If the idea is to keep the title on Jade for a long time, have her beat Bianca at Mania, and then you give her Jordynne.
Nah, I don't say that, because Jordynne Grace is still new to the WWE fans. So we can't go and wait until Bianca returns for us to say, oh, now she faced some competition. However she wins, it can be by cheating, it can be by BFAB finally joining her so that it doesn't make Jordynne Grace look super weak. But I think Jordynne Grace needs to be the next competitor to start solidifying this run, because Michin and whoever else she fought doesn't work. It don't do it for me. It don't. And I'll sacrifice Jordynne Grace taking the L, like getting some wins up and then building to this maybe Saturday night main event, and she takes the L or whatever. They do a major angle where BFAB finally joins Jay Cargill. But you know, I like Jordynne Grace being a foe to Jay Cargill. It's not gonna kill her stock because she's just great. I would say Melo and the US title challenge. They're on the cusp of being in the bathroom break faction, because if Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be the onboarding process for everybody who wins the US title open challenge,
seems that way.
I'm not going to be invested in it. And at this point, I can't wait for a heel to come through and kill the US Open Challenge, because 1 week you might get a surprise return or something like that, or a match that's like, oh shit, this is going to be a good one. They're putting on great matches, but it's predictable once again. It's like, okay,
give it back to Solo. I liked when he had it.
I'll take that, or give it to Aleister Black. Let's get some gold on Aleister Black.
Or give it to Trick Williams.
That too. I think the Mellow Trick Williams feud should jump to the main roster. Um, yeah, so that's my bathroom break faction. Update on the bathroom break faction. Dragon Lee, it's not the wrestling at all. You're amazing in the ring. Probably, one of the greatest my eyes have seen in terms of some of the shit that you do.
Really?
He's risque. He's risque, and he runs with a lot of acceleration. So I don't want to take anything away from him. I just can't stand the way that WWE book luchadors. They're booking fake luchadors in better positions than they're booking Dragon Lee. It's crazy. We're more invested in a fake luchador storyline, Rio and Brio Americano, and a real luchador we can't get the investment for him. Penta, you slowly doing the walk in there, and I love you, my guy.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up, bro. Yo, this nigga, you know what? I'm a joke. Yo, I was so disgusted seeing Dragon Lee do that Penta walk, bro. Like, yo, Dragon Lee, where I'm from, we got a word for you, my nigga. You a bop, bro.
Not a bop. What we got next?
I'm gonna move on, man. Respect. Nah, I agree with Mark. Like, this is all, and if you happen to come across this, don't try to like hit me with a Hurricane Rana. Like, for real. This is all in fandom. We're allowed to say we don't like your character. We like your talent. But brother, I'm move on. I'm move on because I don't want to drag. I don't want to drag on to Dragon Lee, but this will conclude bathroom break faction. I gotta do that over because I gotta do that over because I feel like I really don't want this to be the Dragon Lee segment, bro. But I feel like that's what it's going to end up being. But anyway, let us know if you think Dragon Lee belongs out of the bathroom break faction in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know who you think you should be and who should be out of the bathroom break faction.